Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the channel. I'd like to take just a minute here to quickly acknowledge the support that we've been seeing over the past couple of weeks here. All of the new subscribers. We'd like to welcome you to the channel, to the homestead, and thank you for your support that we've received here. It's really been almost a little overwhelming almost to see the support that we've received. So as everybody I'm sure is aware, one of my main targets right now has been the carbon tax, and most specifically the carbon tax in BC. So I have a video today that I want to bring to everybody's attention, and I'm aware that a lot of people are already aware of what's going on with this one, but I'm fairly new to this one. I've just picked up on it, and so I want to introduce everybody to a company here in BC, a BC startup called Edison Motors. They are based out of Merritt, BC, and their focus is on building and development of low carbon emission heavy transport trucks. They have recently built the first low carbon hybrid electric logging truck in Canada. They've recently put that together. They've built it and it is in operation. And aside from that, they've also built the first heavy transport truck that's been built in Western Canada since Western Star closed up its operations about 30 years ago. Okay, so here's the backstory here. This company in Merritt, BC, developing these hybrid plug-in hybrid electric transport trucks. So you would think that based on the way that our provincial government here in BC operates, that this would be right inside their wheelhouse. The plan here is these guys are going to be reducing emissions dramatically in the transport field, and honestly, their company has the potential to put British Columbia at the forefront of the industry. So I was watching a video. This was put out on a Czech news channel. I'll link that video in the comments section for you guys so that you can go back and see it. So it's a local news channel where the local anchor was interviewing the owner of the company and talking about whether they've received any grants from Clean BC, whose purpose is to promote one of their purposes is to promote the innovation in industry, specifically for low carbon and emissions reduction. This company, again, like I said, this is right in their wheelhouse. So they filled out the grant application on their own. There's a link in Clean BC's website you can click on to get an advisor to assist with the application process. But they felt that the asking price was too much, and so they decided to go it on their own, and were declined the grants and or whatever money was available to them. This is through the carbon tax. That's one of the reasons that they're supposedly collecting it, aside from, of course, giving it all back to everybody like they claim that they're doing. What they don't give back is held in their coffers and used to help businesses that are trying to reduce emissions. Again, right in their wheelhouse. So they get an email a little while later, and I'm going to link their YouTube channel. They've got well over 100,000 subscribers. They've also got a video that speaks to this directly, where they received an email from a company called MNP, which is an accounting firm in Vancouver. I looked them up, and they're one of the advisors for this, or perhaps the advisor for the application program, offering to write their application for them because of the errors that they found in their application. Now the guy's a little taken aback by this. How do you know what I did or didn't do in my application? So it turns out that this company MNP also administers the grants for Clean BC. So they write the grant, and then they administer the grant to who they want to give the grant to, and they're going to take 20% of the grant from you after they have written your grant and then approved your grant. So does this sound fishy to you? It certainly sounds fishy to me. This sounds like Trudeau politics if I've ever heard it. So anyways, in this process, they've been invited to the legislature in Victoria to meet up with the MLAs and the Minister for Energy, Mines and Low Carbon Innovation. The guy has a picture of him and his partners that they took in front of their office in Victoria. They met with a whole bunch of MLAs from all four parties in Victoria. And then when they bring up this grant process, that's when everything changes. This company was invited to come to this big meeting that they were going to have on low carbon innovation, and they were going to be this guy was going to be a speaker. He was going to do a presentation. That has since been revoked. He's no longer invited to this meeting. And so the other three parties in Victoria, the BC Conservatives, the BC United, and the BC Green Party, in unison have demanded an investigation into the application and administration of the Clean BC Energy Grants because of perceived corruption. But in order to get an investigation, you have to convince the party who's being accused of corruption, the BC NDP, to conduct the investigation, which they have, no surprise, declined to do. So I hope this becomes a topic for in the upcoming BC election, and that the leaders of the three other parties, the BC Conservatives, the BC United, and the BC Greens, all jump on the NDP on this one, and let's make this big news, because if I've ever heard corruption, this sounds a lot like corruption. So anyways, I just thought I wanted to get this out there. Like I said, I will link the YouTube channel for Edison Motors and maybe their website in the comment section, as well as the original video from Czech News that I saw that first brought this to my attention. I'll also link that in the comment section. And if anybody who is viewing this feels like they so desire, maybe they can send this video to their MLAs, particularly if they are of the NDP. And if anybody's connected to Nathan Cullen, who is our local MLA, maybe they want to bring this to his attention too, and let him know how we feel about corruption with the administration of these grants. Until next time, God bless you from the Faith, Heart, and Homestead, and we'll catch you on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.